never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get 'em, but the law never will. Making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just a good old boy, they wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.
Howdy, this here is Kidron, Ohio, a very beautiful and peaceful community of farmers and country folk. The kind of people who know how to work hard, live off the land. The kind of place that still holds America's morals and values true. Yes, everything moves a little bit slow down here. That is, of course, unless you're an orange 69 Dodge Charger with a big rebel flag on the roof. I'd like to introduce you all to the General Lee, one of the fastest cars in these parts. With a 600 horsepower big block, the General is about as sweet as a Georgia peach, and about as mean as your local junkyard dog. But enough about the General. That's not really who this story is about. Now let me introduce you to the real center of this story. I'd like you all to meet Colton Huffman, a good old boy, through and through. Now you're going to want to keep an eye on old Colton here, because he's about to have a truly special experience. Colton is about to meet the General, up close and personal. But before we get into that, let's tell you how this rare meeting came into play. You see, it all started about 4 months ago at the Hot Rod Show at the Civic Center in Canton, Ohio. You see, the General was down there on display for a very important person. John Schneider, the original good old boy, Bo Duke. He was down there signing autographs, getting pictures, and even playing a little guitar.
Too late, I already done playing. Love it.
Now don't go feeling too bad about the General. He got plenty of attention. There was people from all over the county that came out to see him. Boys and girls, moms and dads, and grandma and grandpa. They all came over to see the old General. He got a large amount of attention from Bo Duke himself. I mean, Bo's the driver of the General Lee, right? So who better to look underneath his hood? He was asking how many horses he had, and what it was like to drift around a corner with him. And of course, how could the original good old boy resist the urge to slide in the General Lee's window for old time's sake? Back up, folks. Them legs are lethal.
There's a whole lot less room when there's a full cage in here.
Well, if you weren't so tall.
Hey, Corey. What? Get right there for a minute.
Bo even went as far as to sign the dash.
It is a whole lot harder with this in here.
But you know, hey, what? This is a
I'm in the team here.
Real deal. All right. Okay. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh. Hold on, George.
Still got it.
Does that remind you of Lee Wan?
Yeah, that's great.
And you know, the General Lee didn't know it yet, but there was a plan in the works for a contest, in which the winner of would get a free ride in him. You see, the contestant would write down his name and phone number and put it in the big red box, and then later on, it'd be drawn. Well, who better to draw the name than Bo Duke himself?
Oh, yeah. Poke my head through there. Come on, shake it up, sis. Shake it up. Shake it up.
yeah.
Well, you got to get one first.
Somebody's on my guitar.
Take it down.
We didn't
One,
put
right?
anything.
Just one?
We didn't put anything bad in there. You know, don't worry. No mouse traps or anything.
Yeehaw indeed. That boy's got a set of lungs, don't he?
Colton Huffman. That hurt.
Did it?
Colton Huffman. 330-206. If you'd like to call Colton, please print. If we can't read it, the entry will be skipped. No, I can read that. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You got your,
In the snow?
And now, after 4 long months of waiting patiently through the harsh winter, both the Colton and the General get their ride. And now we can start the story.